Correa again. It's Costa. Thought about the overhead kick, which is probably wise.
Well, great piece of counter-attack football here, and the ball clipped in to the far post. It's not properly dealt with defensively, and then the second attempt across is, well, it's a poor attempt at a strike from Diego Costa, but to be fair, he's only on the park a few seconds.
There's no point pulling something at this time of year.
Well, that's a really strong challenge straight through the back of Bernardeschi,
who has been welcomed into the game by Enan Lodi, man who made his name first with Fiorentina.
That's a crazy challenge, isn't it? Bernardeschi did not need that. He's only on the park, what, a minute?
It was very, very meaty. Cuadrado's free kick after making it to the quarterfinals of the Copa America. They were semi-finalists last time out when it was staged in the United States in 2016. And there's another Copa America next year. It's just a bit too long in the end for Paulo Dybala, who reached the semi-finals with Argentina only to be beaten by Brazil. But when the Copa America returns next year, then it reverts to 4 years, and it'll be 20, 24, 28 until they change it again. And Lodi couldn't quite keep that in. And when Boca Juniors and River Plate were having a great run in the Libertadores last year, Atletico Paranaense were on their way to winning the Copa Sudamericana, the secondary competition, which he won with Paranaense. That's a glorious cross, dangerous.
Cuadrado measured that one, decent ball in.
Would have been a real tester for Jan Oblak, who remains in goal for Atletico.
That's the sort of service that Cristiano Ronaldo would love, you know, but he needed to bend a little bit more away from the goalkeeper in defence.
The one unfortunate thing about both teams making quite a few changes around the same time is that the match is trying to find its rhythm, or find a new rhythm with new players.
And that takes 5 or 10 minutes for them just to settle in and just to get used to the pace of the play. That's a misplaced pass.
Arias down the right-hand side. A busy year for Colombia. Strike from Saul didn't get very far. Further changes are coming. Rodrigo Riquelme is going to come on. Manuel Sanchez is going to come on. As he starts going through the younger members of the squad. Cross by Lamar was a real tester for De Ligt, who remains on. And they're going to make 4 changes, helpfully. Looks like Francisco Montero is going to come on as well, who wears 30. Sanchez is 35, Riquelme is 32. And Vitolo is going to come on as well, wearing 20.
Well, he had a massive impact when he came on against Real Madrid, scored a sensational goal. And he looked like the player that played for Seville. You know, he's had his fair share of injuries, but he looks back to his best.
I remember he won 4 Europa Leagues in the space of 5 seasons. 3 with Sevilla, 1 with Atleti in 2018. It's a lovely chip, and Costa's there, and there was Correa trying to find him, but well defended. And surely that's the entire outfield team that he's changed now.
Well, we expected a lot of changes, didn't we? Well, that one's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper.
There's still Jan Oblak. So here goes Manuel Sanchez now, supported by Vitolo. And through Thomas Partey. Down the middle for Correa. Riquelme's waiting in the centre, and Diego Costa's as well. Correa might have had the pop himself. Correa for Vitolo. Trying to make a little bit of room, and he has now. And Vitolo still going, and it was a short pass to him by Riquelme. Nice to have a Riquelme on the pitch, but it just ran out for the goal kick.
Yeah.
Close control that went through Bernardeschi, and that was a meaty tackle, and the yellow card is out for the first time in this game, and it goes against Vitolo.
He's only on the park, Vitolo, and I don't think he was too impressed with the decision.
There is no such thing as a friendly when Atletico Madrid are playing.
Definitely not.
Support from Vitolo, but it's not going to be used this time by Hector Herrera, who was the Porto captain when they won the league and played for them almost 250 times. He was 5 games short when Atleti came calling. Riquelme. Well won, and another late challenge, another meaty one. Andreas Ekberg, the referee, is beginning to have his hands a little bit full as the newer Atleti players are looking to get into the game very quickly. Rabiot, one of the few survivors for Juventus.
Well, it's Thomas Partey's come across, and his arms come up and caught him in the face, and I think that's why the referee's blown for that free kick. Starman's still on though.
Maybe not for much longer, yeah, looks like it. Well, the first man to go is De Ligt, to be replaced by Merih Demiral, the Turkey international. Also going off, Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's the end of that. Mario Mandzukic will be his replacement, the man who helped Croatia reach the World Cup final. Scored at both ends in that, and only apparently the second player ever in World Cup finals history to score at both ends in a World Cup game. And for the first time this summer, Cristiano Ronaldo does not score. He's got future targets, and Parma, you are the first of those. As usual, there's quite a gaggle of fans around with this modern phenomenon, the poster asking for the shirt after the game of his.
And Khan is asking for the free kick, and the linesman didn't see it in his favour.
Atleti are breaking, and look at the amount of bodies they've up. They've 6 men in around the area. Vitolo's there. It's a lovely flick away, important by Cuadrado. That was vital.
Well, he adjusted his position. He was looking at the cross coming over, and he realised he had given a little bit of space at the far post, and he got a little touch on it, which is good defending in the end.
That'll be a free kick, no doubt about that. There's Matuidi dragging back Riquelme. Wonder if he'll end up ever reaching the heights of his namesake. Definitely a much different game now to what we saw in the first half. Cuadrado digging it out again. Shot for Manuel Sanchez. This is where we get to see the talent that's coming up. Hermoso playing it forward short for Hector Herrera, who's won the free kick. And here's Riquelme. And Riquelme's had a go! Oh, what a try that was! Decent.
Well, good on the young man. I tell you what, he's got the ball, he's looking at his options, and he thinks, you know what? I'm going to have a little pop at this one myself. And he's not far off the mark. It's a great effort. Look how close that is to the post. Inches, it's inches wide of the far post. Well done, young Riquelme, and is it a mistake?
It almost opened the door again. We understand he's on terms with the B team for another season. It looks exciting. There was a nice opening in front of Riquelme there, and why not have a go?
Absolutely. He's changed the angle and had a great effort.
Suddenly it's gone quite scrappy. I'm pretty sure he's not related to one Riquelme, but it was still a worthy try. It'll be a free kick for Juve here, which was short by Benedeschi. Crossfield towards Cuadrado again. Danilo has also come on wearing 13. Yes, he has actually.
Yep.
They've pretty much changed their entire side as well, and changed their goalkeeper with Buffon coming on in place of Szczesny. Lovely by Thomas Partey, the Ghanaian. And yet, the opening was there and fell for Dybala very quickly. And a good stop by Oblak.
Well, that's a poor ball. Good strike. Well done, Jan Oblak. He was alert.
It's a quality save. The crowd have definitely appreciated what they've seen. It's a terrific venue, pretty much full to its 50,000 capacity. It's the national stadium of Sweden as well, and it's used for club football as well in the Allsvenskan. It's the home of AIK. I actually wanted to host the Eurovision Song Contest here a couple of years ago when they had the rights to, but AIK had a couple of games on. They have the Swedish final here every year, and 60,000 go to it every March. The Melody Festival. Atletico and Juventus have been on song in this anyway, in the first half at least.
Let's see what happens when you put ABBA into a contest. That's what the reaction is. And they went on for many years to produce fantastic songs.
Well, if we go to a penalty shootout here, the ABBA system has gone. It was trialled by FIFA, so tradition remains. 14 minutes to go, Atletico lead. Can Sarri shake things up anymore? Have the free kick at least. Benedetti's over it. It's going to be another corner. They haven't won as many in this second half. Juve, they definitely have a different complexion about them. It's headed out by Herrera.
Well, it's still the same problem for me. They have had lots of opportunities, but they haven't hit the target enough.
It's corner number 13 for them. Their fourth of this second half. It's definitely got a bit more jostly in this second period as well with the new names in. It's a dangerous one towards the back post. Costa was there to flick away. Diego Costa. It's Mandzukic. Oh, that's clever, very clever. And the big deflection from the strike by Dybala, and Oblak recovered well to save.
Well, he was wrong-footed for the first goal in the first half, but this one, you can see clearly, it does hit a hand, but he's not putting his hand to the ball. It's inadvertently. And I think it's Sanchez that comes off, and it deflects to the left-hand side, but Oblak does really well once again. And you can see them appealing for handball.
Dybala has been excellent since coming on. There's no worry about his commitment. And Benedetti's in here. Big opening for the Italian international, and they just couldn't keep it on target. But Juve look threatening again.
Yeah, that's a good effort there. He has taken a good first touch. The angle starts to narrow slightly when the pass comes in. He takes one touch there, but he doesn't hit the target. And again, that's the same complaint I've had in the first half. They've created chances, but they haven't tested Jan Oblak enough.
Diego Costa's always a man who'll test you.
Give me the ball, I'll take it.
No exhibitions for him. It's always the real deal. Vitola. Skip past Juan Cuadrado really well. Opportunity to get Manuel Sanchez away.
Oh, well played.
It's a really good block. Now there could be an opening here for Correa. He has support. He might need any. He's found his way across goal. It was a really good challenge, I fancy, to deny him. Bonucci was in there. Might just have got the last touch too.
Well, Buffon came out and spread himself and caused the problem, but now here we go. Benedetti on the counter-attack.
They've got the right men in the right positions. Benedetti pulling it back, and it's opened so invitingly. Cuadrado's there, blocked, and then he pulled it across. Good opening.
Oh, this is good football. Great football. Now the ball warmed up, and counter-attack at one end, straight down the other. Cuadrado's efforts blocked.
It was Correa through at the other end, and Bonucci came in, and what a wonderful tackle. And actually, a little bit of Buffon involved as well.
Yeah, I think he did get involved in that, and Hermoso, I think, done well to block that last attempted shot from Cuadrado.
We'll cover that. Mandzukic not quite able to latch onto it. He was joint top scorer at Euro 2012. But that would not be the height of his international career. Great run to the World Cup final with Croatia last year.
He does well, Thomas Partey. He links everything together, doesn't he? Just anchors that midfield, and he's just every year I've watched him improve his passing and his ability to get forward, score goals.
Correa put out well by Cuadrado. And that'll be a free kick. Well, good advantage played by Andreas Ekberg. Have to appreciate that. Dybala. And this is Bernardeschi. Just clipped off him last, actually.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He knew that, and that's why he chased it to try and stop it, get out of play.
Well, it's a 50,000 capacity. And just about 50,000 here. 49,752, and they generally loved it.
Oh, are they going to see any more goals? We've certainly seen lots of entertainment in the second half, but we haven't had a goal this half yet. And Diego Costa does what he does best. He barges into the defenders and starts fighting with them, doesn't he? He can't help himself.
Diego Costa having a nice old tangle with Mary Demiral. And if there's a Y in the day, Diego Costa is usually all fired up. It's almost a little bit like when John McEnroe was playing in the seniors circuit. It was written into his contract where he had to have a "you cannot be serious" moment every game, and it's almost as if this is written into Diego Costa's contract.
It is. It's part of his makeup. You're right, and he looked first to see where the defender was, and he had a little jump at him, and he loves to tangle and mix it.
Well, the way it's heading, Atletico are going to have the second best record of this International Champions Cup. Only one team has won all 3 games in 90 minutes, and that's Benfica. Lovely by Cuadrado, and then completely taken out of it by Manuel Sanchez. Free kick it is. Forget about the ball, let's get on with the game.
Well, his first touch is good on the chest, but then as he goes to go past him, well, a sliding tackle coming in. He was making sure, Manuel Sanchez, he wasn't going past him.
That's a yellow for Correa for the previous incident. The drag back.
Back in the shirt, yeah. Well spotted, the referee. Took his time, but he got it right.
Six minutes to go. Sarri wanted Betancourt over this for his first touch, having just come on, the Uruguayan. And they've all stayed up there, and it's so inviting for Dybala! Somehow it stayed out. Scrambled by Oblak, and Atleti survive.
Well, moments of panic in the Atletico Madrid defence here. Cross comes in, not properly dealt with. Dybala has the shot, takes a deflection. The goalkeeper looks like he's got it, and then he loses it again and gathers it at the second attempt. And he's had a good game, Jan Oblak. He's played very well.
Atleti hanging on to the 2-1 lead. Oblak was beaten by a fine strike by Sami Khedira just before the half-hour mark. The only thing he has been beaten by in this game. "26 attempts on goal Juve have had now, and this was number 26.
It's not a great effort. You can see the pace is taken out of the shot from Dybala, and the goalkeeper looks like he's got it and catches it and drops it and gathers it at the second attempt. But they've had to work hard, haven't they, Atletico Madrid?
5 of those attempts on target. Atletico have had 10 attempts, 3 on target, and they've scored 2, both from João Felix. If he keeps that form up, it'll be Antoine who.
Absolutely great ball.
Bernardeschi's in here. That might go out for the corner. I thought it actually had clipped off Bernardeschi last. That's what Hermoso's appealing for, but it's going to be a corner kick.
Well, it's a poor second touch from Bernardeschi. And he's lucky he's got the corner, I think.
Rodrigo Bentancur is going to take. Man who came from Boca Juniors for almost 10 million euros 2 years back. Solid head away by Diego Costa. That's why he comes back. Atleti definitely with a defensive makeup right now to try and get this result over the line. It's 2 points for a penalty shootout win, and that's what they got against Chivas after the 0-0 draw. Bentancur again, and Bernardeschi, lovely. Cuadrado, options in the middle and plenty of them, ready to be attacked, and it wasn't. Diego Costa, who's always ready to attack in every way. Bernardeschi, play allowed to continue despite the stricken Cuadrado, and there's a bit of room as a result, and it's Diego Costa. Nice play.
Oh, there's a wee bit of showboating with the nutmeg there, wasn't there, from Diego Costa? He could have did it simpler than that. But it's all Juve at the moment. They're putting pressure on, and I think Atletico are sitting back and saying, well, we'll hit them on the break. But it's going to come down to the amount of chances they've had and the fact that they haven't scored or hit the target enough. And that's why they haven't scored so many goals.
Cuadrado, Dybala for Bernardeschi, and he wasn't expecting the return, and that was a waste.
It certainly was. Another opportunity to put a strike at goal, and he goes for a pass and inside right channel, Bernardeschi. And he's in no hurry, Jan Oblak, to take the kick out, and with just over a minute left of normal time.
Dybala has said that he'll look to leave again in the winter if he's not playing regularly for Juventus, so it's a message for Maurizio Sarri from the Argentine.
I think there'll be plenty of people interested in his talents.
Here goes Bernardeschi.
Oh, he's done well.
Stuck it out wonderfully. Matuidi, the World Cup winner. Good bit of room for Emre Can. During his second season with Juve after 4 with Liverpool. Cuadrado back for Can again. Bernardeschi did well, did very well.
It was a clever little step over, but this Atletico Madrid defence is very solid, very well organised, and they're hanging in there.
"27 attempts on goal for Juventus, 14 in the first half, 13 in the second.
There are many on target, that's the key, and they haven't tested the goalkeeper enough for me, and there's going to be another substitution.
Ivan Šiponic, who's just come from Benfica, is on, and Diego Costa, the substitute, is being substituted. So the Serbian replaces it.
Has he got a knock? And that's what I'm wondering there. Is that why they're taking him off? You wouldn't take him off in the 90th minute for any other reason. 4 minutes of extra time got to be added.
Well, for Atleti's point of view, you would absolutely hope not. How he and João Felix combine, if they do combine, if it'll be a case of one being on the bench.
Well, at least he knows he's got options with João Felix. He can play him up front. But for his point of view, he's going to concentrate on next week, and when they kick off the game against Getafe in a Madrid derby.
The final kick-off times for the opening weekend in La Liga have only been finalised in the last 48 hours, but that tends to happen occasionally.
It does.
In your experience?
It does, all the time. And it's the same teams they put in on a Friday night and a Monday night for the games, and I don't think they're too popular with the likes of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Don't like to play on a Friday night, and Real Madrid. They tend to like to play on a Saturday and a Sunday, keep it traditional.
I remember there was that one Classico, wasn't there? Was it the 5-0 that was played on a Monday night because elections were on or something like that?
Yeah.
It was a few years ago now.
Extreme circumstances then, I suppose, applies. That's a strong challenge. From Cuadrado.
It's interesting, it's got quite meaty since the massive changes were made. Not really being feet left in the tackle in the first half. It looks as if Juventus are not going to have a single win in 90 minutes in this International Champions Cup. Penalty shootout victory and a defeat to the hands of Tottenham.
Well, they'll rue the chances they've had here in this game and haven't taken them. That's the big problem for me. And I think Sarri will be happy that they've created chances and some of the movement's been great, but the finishing has to improve.
After their trip to Parma next week, Juve's first home match in the stadium in 2 weeks' time. What a game, home to Napoli. Sarri reunited with the team where he really and truly made his name in Italian football. Simply accepted. Meeting in week 2. Riquelme had another pop. He's definitely got a lot of confidence.
It wasn't as good an effort as the last one, I have to say, but the young man has shown that he has great potential and promise.
It's looking like one to watch anyway. He's in the B team. That's why he's numbered in the 30s. In the Primera, you're only allowed to go up to 25. But what an exhibition in the end. Atletico Madrid have got the victory, and they've the second best record in this season's International Champions Cup. And Diego Simeone and company are tuned up really well ahead of La Liga's big kick-off next week when they're at home to Getafe. João Felix with both goals. The first put home, a lovely strike from Chippier's cross. That was superb. But the second goal, absolutely magnificent. A long pass by Lamar. João Felix